So that is where I'm trying to go, and I am terribly lost. I have absolutely no idea where I am. We'll get there though. It's all part of the plan. It's fine. So the current plan is to try to ride this train into Brickell, which is like a really businessy downtown area in Miami. Try to get some cool pictures, but I have no clue about where that is or how to get there. So hopefully I don't get stuck on this train. Okay, so I have my headphones in because I'm listening like to directions of where to go. But I actually think I know where I am. It's just been like 2 or 3 years since I've been down here, so everything's different because they're just constantly building stuff. But it's like a cool little downtown area. Like I didn't know this existed. Like totally worth the 2-hour ride. I wouldn't do it every weekend, but it's definitely something that I should try to do more often because there's potential for a lot of photographs over here. But I guess there's a reason that I've been, you know, walking around and getting focused here. Sorry. There's a reason I've been like walking around and like letting you guys kind of experience like how lost like I actually was for a second there. Like I was actually all kinds of turned around. But I think that's important, and there's a metaphor for it because there's always a metaphor. But I'm gonna set this up somewhere because my arm kind of hurts and everyone's giving me really awkward looks. But in the meantime, here's some cool stuff. It's like a whole little area. But I need to find a place to set this down. My arm is... And actually, I'm gonna go this way. Alright, so I know I've been on this kind of like tangent lately about like trying to find yourself and figure out what you want to do for the rest of your life, and I realize it might be getting old, but it's kind of been the basis for this whole channel. Like this has been kind of my way to making these videos. It's a way for me to kind of reason things out. I realized that it's not really an isolated issue because you see I think your 20s is when you're supposed to feel a bit lost, and I'm glad that I got lost like for real today because it's kind of a metaphor for what I was trying to make a video about a few weeks ago when I was walking around Fort Lauderdale but just couldn't find anything interesting to shoot. And that's, you know, I ended up here in the middle of downtown like Brickell City Center, which has a lot of cool stuff to shoot, which was exactly where I wanted to be. And I think that's the reason why I was happy that I got lost in a city that I wasn't familiar with. In the grand scheme of things, like the process of realizing that you're lost and finding your way is something that's really valuable. I have no idea where I am right now. I don't know how to get back to the train station. I could just go completely backwards, or I could stick with the familiar route and call an Uber, or I could walk around, experience the city and its new surroundings and learn some things. Do you see where I'm going with this? You see the metaphor now? It's like that with life. See, this part of our lives is kind of like where we're all in this like weird limbo where like half our friends are pregnant and starting families and the other half are kind of like just going around partying, and everybody in between is kind of just lost in the slush, which is essentially how I kind of feel. Like I'm not out experiencing the world and traveling yet, and after you graduate, you know, from college, society tells you like, oh, you know, you need to get a job, like you need to figure it out. See this little box, we're gonna put you in it. And I'm starting to realize now like that's not true. Like you don't have to do that. I don't want to live my life making someone else money, like, or wasting away at a 9-to-5 that I'm not passionate about, or at least find meaning in the work that I'm doing. And I didn't realize that until I got stuck in this cycle of like 9-to-5 and complacency. You know, I'm not out yet. I'm not out by any means. And that to me is the fun part, is trying to figure out how I'm gonna break out. I think the big takeaway here is sometimes you have to realize you're going in the wrong direction. You have to kind of get lost to find your way. So I'm gonna try to find my way back to the train station. I'm gonna try to take some cool photos. Hopefully hit a cool coffee shop on the way back. And I'll see you guys in the next episode. So smash that like button, comment down below what you guys want to see from me next. If you want to join the coffee cult, go ahead and hit subscribe and make sure you have the bell turned on so you get notified when I post new videos every week. Peace!